It's happening. It's finally happening. This Dodger team has turned a corner, and I'm here to tell you all about it. Also, one of their star players makes a huge statement after tonight's game. Hey, this is Mike Nelson of Dodgers Digest. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. I want to thank the almost 12% of the ones that are watching the videos who have already hit the subscribe button. We're getting thousands of you now watching, but 87% of you have not hit that subscribe button yet. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any Dodger content. Myself and Brad J are bringing you everyday Dodger content. Of course, the NLCS is in full swing, and we're going to be bringing you videos all week and hopefully going into the World Series as well and into the offseason. So make sure to subscribe today and help out a couple of cool Dodger fans. Let's get right into it. Of course, the Dodgers win Game 1 of the NLCS. That's right, 9-0. A commanding W tonight. That's right, 9-0, a statement win. These are the kind of wins that pump up a team to make them feel invincible. Makes the fans feel great. You know, Dodger Stadium was absolutely going crazy tonight. It was a great game to watch tonight. I'm sure for those of you that were out there at the game tonight, had a great time on Sunday night. It was a beautiful day here in LA. Comment below, how was your experience at Dodger Stadium tonight? Where were you watching the game? Were you with your buddies? Were you at the game, in person, or are you watching at home? Comment below. Tell me where you're watching from. We got fans all over the world, and I want to know how you celebrated tonight's Game 1 win. Yeah, it was a great win to say the least, and it was led tonight by Jack Flaherty. Jack Flaherty was absolutely legendary. Look at these numbers. I mean, 7 innings pitched. This is an old school start. This is the kind of starts you would see back in the 60s and 70s, maybe even in the early 80s as well, where guys were going 6-7 innings on a consistent basis. Look at what Jack Flaherty did tonight. 7 innings pitched, only gave up 2 hits, only walked 2 batters, struck out 6. Didn't give up any runs. Although, as we know, the Dodgers haven't been giving up too many runs as of late, right? But anyway, Jack Flaherty, what a night. Wow. I mean, this guy, of course, myself, I have criticized this guy before, like I criticized him in the last round. But once again, this guy shuts me up. What a performance tonight, to say the least, against the New York Mets. I mean, like Dave Roberts talked about in his in-game interview that he had with Fox on Fox 11, or, well, not Fox 11 if you're not in LA, but, what he had with Fox today was that the fastball looked great. That's what he told Fox, and I have to agree with him. The fastball was absolutely great for Jack Flaherty today. It really was on point. This is probably the best I've ever seen Jack Flaherty pitch ever in his career, and I bet you he would tell you the same thing. This was Jack Flaherty's best start of his baseball career, and what a better way to have it in Game 1 of the NLCS, right? I mean, this guy is pitching for his hometown ball club. Like they talked about today on the broadcast, Jack Flaherty was at the ballpark when the Dodgers played the Mets the last time, which was in 2015. That was 9 years ago. Jack Flaherty had just finished up playing a single-A baseball, and him and his family went to go watch the Dodgers play the Mets with Jacob deGrom getting his first win against Clayton Kershaw. That was at Dodger Stadium. Jack Flaherty was in the stands watching, and that's crazy to think. I don't think he thought that 9 years later, but maybe he did. 9 years later, he would be pitching for the Dodgers, wearing Dodger blue, and getting the Game 1 win in the NLCS to give the Dodgers the 1-0 lead. Absolutely amazing. This is something you can't write up. This is a storybook, not ending because the Dodgers haven't won yet, but this is a storybook story, to say the least, if that makes sense. This is something from a movie. Jack Flaherty getting to pitch for his boyhood team, his favorite team that he liked growing up. Pitching for the Dodgers is absolutely great to see. You can see the passion that Jack Flaherty is bringing to the Dodgers. It's absolutely amazing. The guy is pumped up. He is an animated pitcher. And what is crazy, what I saw tonight with Jack Flaherty is he really didn't make mistakes, right? Because Jack Flaherty has made mistakes in the past. He has left pitches in bad positions, bad spots. And today he didn't really do that, right? Today was one of those stellar starts one of those, the LA Times, ESPN called it a gem. That's exactly what it was, right? A 7-inning gem. This guy takes the storyline tonight. He gets the MVP for the Dodgers tonight in Game 1. Sure, the offense was great. That you can't discount that, right? The Dodgers jumped out to an early lead, which obviously gave Jack Flaherty a lot of confidence as he went through the innings. You cannot, discount that. You can't, live that down, right? That was very important, right? Shohei Ohtani continuing to hit with runners on base. It's absolutely strange how this is happening. The guy still hasn't gotten a hit yet, I believe, without runners when there's nobody on base. When there's nobody on base, Ohtani can't get on base to save his life. But when there are people on base, this guy finds a way to get hits, to get on. It's absolutely crazy. Well, that helps the Dodgers out because he's knocking in runs. And Freddie Freeman, what an amazing performance tonight. Freddie Freeman with one leg tonight. Mookie Betts had to catch him there as he was crossing home. It's crazy to see Freddie Freeman. It's great to hear the Freddie chants going through Dodger Stadium. The guy has been, of course, through so much in 2024, and to see him, succeed now in the playoffs is absolutely great. That is great to see, not just as a Dodger fan, but just as a human being. We're all rooting for Freddie Freeman, and dealing with this now injury. Which is, probably for him personally, it's nothing for what he's actually had to go through this year. So it's great to see the perseverance. It's an example for everybody. It's an example for, those young people out there, those kids watching. Those are the kind of athletes that people have to look up to, right? People like that have done so much for their family and continue to, persevere and, playing through injury. It's absolutely amazing. Wow. What a great game, to say the least. The Dodgers, of course, completely shut out the Mets, completely dominated from start to finish. The offense did what they're supposed to do, which is score a lot of runs, because we got the best offense in modern baseball history. But we got to talk about, the pitching. The pitching looks absolutely unbreakable right now. They have now gone 33 scoreless innings in the playoffs. 33 scoreless innings. Can you imagine that? 33 scoreless innings. I mean, that is absolutely amazing. They have now matched the 1966 Baltimore Orioles for the longest scoreless streak ever in a single postseason. Ever. So one more inning, and they're going to break the record. I really hope they do. If they shut out the Mets in the first inning tomorrow at Dodger Stadium, they're going to break the scoreless inning streak in MLB playoff history. Absolutely amazing what we're seeing from the Dodgers pitching staff. Everybody's been pitching great. Everybody. And Jack Flaherty has a lot to do with that. That's why he's the MVP tonight. But yeah, what an amazing stat. That's absolutely crazy. With a pitching staff and bullpen that's had so much criticism this year, for them to come up in the playoffs with this sort of numbers, it's absolutely amazing, to say the least. What we're seeing from the pitching staff. 33 innings, it's not that easy to do that in the big leagues. It's especially not easy to do that in, modern baseball, with the way baseball is now set up with analytics and everything. It's absolutely amazing, and I hope they can break it tomorrow and make baseball history, because regardless if the Dodgers win the World Series or not, they will go down a record that I don't think will ever be broken. I hope it's never broken, because it took so long for it to get broken. Think about it, 1966 to now. I mean, it's absolutely amazing what we're seeing. And we had a pretty crazy statement from one of our star players after the game. Mookie Betts told Fox tonight that we're gonna win the World Series. Of course, some people will say it. He said we're gonna try to get to the World Series. I heard we're gonna win the World Series. That's what I heard, and I agree with him. The Dodgers are gonna win the World Series. You gotta be pumped up. Let's go Dodgers! Yeah, tomorrow is Game 2. We gotta get a W. Take a 2-0 lead. You don't want to give the Mets any momentum going back to Citi Field, because it's going to be absolutely crazy over there with those fans. Got to try to get the W. Let's go Dodgers. And make sure to subscribe.